Hey everyone, Justine here at the Twilight Stamper, and I'm bringing you a card today, very clean and simple for the Close to My Heart blog hop. Today we're going to be featuring the Choose Happy stamp set, which is the March 2015 stamp of the month, available for just $5 this month with a $50 purchase. I'm going to start off by creating my card base. It's a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card. So when you cut it, it's 4 1/4 by 11 and then scored in the middle at 5 1/2. I'm going to tape this down because as you can see it is popping up and I don't want to get any excess ink by using my stamp press. I really wanted to use some bright colors on this card, so I decided to use this really fun frame here. And I have to admit that this is more of a scrapbooking stamp. It was a little bit difficult to find cards to do with this one, and I had made a few attempts before finding something that I found okay. So yeah, it's definitely something that I would use in my scrapbooks more than card making. So I stamped this fancy frame here onto my card using Lagoon ink, and I'm going to be using honey ink and thistle ink as well to accent this. The next thing I wanted to do was stamp this one more time onto a piece of computer paper. You either need really thin paper or some masking tape, or masking paper rather, to do this. I cut it out. I made sure that I did a detailed cut on two sides, so this side here and the one opposite. It doesn't really matter what you do on the top and the bottom of the card because we don't need that mask. So after I finished cutting this out here, I had a mask to go over that so I could stamp a sentiment in the middle and yet stamp something sort of through it. So the next thing I wanted to do was attach the mask using some washi tape. You want to make sure that the washi tape doesn't press down too hard because then it might rip your card. So I took my stamp press once again and I grabbed one of both of these border stamps actually, and I decided that they would look really cool colored in. And I'm going to stamp them here, and I don't have any alcohol markers from Close to My Heart, so I'm just going to use a water brush and the actual ink pad to color in these borders. So I inked them up using the honey yellow ink, and I stamped it down. So now because I have that computer paper on the back, I was able to preserve the inside of that frame and make it look like those borders were going behind the actual frame. So this is just a really quick and easy, simple technique that you can use on a lot of cards to create a lot of really cool things. So next I'm going to stamp the sentiment, and I am going to stamp that in thistle ink this time, and thistle is my new favorite color. I stamped Choose Happy. I honestly can't create a Close to My Heart card without this color. I think I have an issue. So I just put my ink pads flat onto my craft mat here, and I'm using my water brush to push some water into it and then go ahead and color and use that ink to color the inside of this border. I really thought that the yellow border and the really dark inside made a really cool contrast when I was doing this, and I really liked the way that it turned out in the end. I recommend that you don't squeeze a lot of water out of the water brush as you're doing this, because I didn't want to create a watercolor look, rather just fill in the spaces. So that's the end of my card. It's a really quick, easy, simple, clean and simple card, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks so much for watching.